Hey, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So, for today's show, we're going to take a look at the Mario Galaxy movie trailer, and this will be sort of an analysis. I'm going to take a look at this just from an artistic standpoint, a storytelling standpoint, and I think it's going to be something neat. I think it'll be an interesting movie. Did you like the first movie? I thought it was pretty good. So, if you're interested in reviews and movie trailers and reactions and analysis, then you know what to do. I don't actually do that regularly here, so don't subscribe for trailer analysis. But if you just want to hang out, if you want somewhere to chill and just chat with people who like the same kind of stuff that you do, then this is the place. Otherwise, I don't stick to one particular format. I just want to make cool stuff for people and share some chill vibes and do some funny comedy sketch videos. At the end of the video, I'll share a little bit of work on the game that I'm developing. I develop games for a living. I'm just here on YouTube to hang out with people and have fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer. I thought it was pretty interesting. I only just saw it this morning. I've been busy this week. All right, so we start out with this fantastic shot of Bowser. What I really like about the composition here is the usage of the color temperatures that are varied. We have this yellow light that comes in from the left, and in general with color temperature, yellow is warm, it's red, it's very hot, you know. But to offset that yellow, that warm lighting, we have a cold color temperature here, and it's just a balanced scene that's quite pleasant to look at. But not only do we have the yellow from there and the blue from there, we have red behind him as well, which sort of matches the fiery temperature of his eyebrows and his mohawk hair. This scene just in itself is quite nicely composed, and as a photographer I appreciate things like that. And I just love, again, the shot reverse shot. We have a balance of that blue light streaming in from the left and the warm light coming in from there. Very pleasant to see balanced composition like this. Really fantastic. We are so lucky to have such advanced physics simulations in the world of animation these days. I just want to go back to, I think this is like visual ASMR, just watching the paint be spread around, and this is possible due to advanced physics simulations. We're not actually performing physics here. This isn't real physics. It's conveying a sense that something is reacting to the world around it, and that's how we achieve that with the paint. And it's taken decades to develop this, and it's just so fantastic. I do like that he's now covered in paint. Just fun little details. And this is delightful. I actually, this painting, the artwork from Bowser is very good. It's a little bit like how in South Park Cartman is really into photography. I think that's just, it's hilarious. And I just want to point out the fun little details here. I really like the candles, just the fun little candles. But this is so interesting to me. If you were to have a candle at scale, right? We all have seen a candle in real life, I would suspect. If you have a candle that small, will the flame actually be that small? It's I'm just interested that, because things in physics don't necessarily scale up and down the way that we expect them to. And I find that interesting. This is from Illumination. This is adorable, and you know what? The candles are bulbs. I'm just noticing now because they are not animating the way that fire should, and you can see that this is not being depicted as actual fire. These are light bulbs, which is delightful. What a wonderful, delightful detail. I'm going to unpause and take a look at these here and just see that those are not animated as fire. These are all light bulbs. That gives us this sense of whimsy and playfulness, and it makes it feel like a Lego set. This whole thing is so delightful. I didn't think I was gonna be that interested in that, but I really like that. We have light shafts streaming in, so there's obviously some opening in the stairwell here, and we have sunlight streaming in. It's even illuminating some particles in the air, the dust particles, and it's just highlighting the piano here. Again, such a beautifully balanced scene. We have the warm color temperature here, cold color temperature here. It's a great way to create a dynamic scene. I'm so glad to see composition like this. This is so delightful. The camera work here is creative and interesting. I love that this is one continuous shot, which is something that you can do very easily in animation. We do not have the same limitations as real life photography, traditional photography, but it's so delightful when we create scenes in a digital space that make it seem like we are restricted by the same restrictions as real photography, as real cinematography, because it's fun, it's playful, and it allows us to be more creative when we consider the limitations of the real world, and we can break them a little bit. And a shot like that is possible in real life, obviously, but it's so easy, it's effortless to do something this seamless, because we can just remove the walls of that set and pan the camera upward as we follow the character tracking. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the artwork here. The little spin on the scissors is a lovely touch. It just shows that he's playful and he's in this rush. Take a look at the scissors as he drops them and they spin. Just fantastic little touches like that. I really enjoy that. Oh, is this a Bowser? Is this Bowser Jr. here? I think that may be a Bowser Jr. We have the little flowers. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is a lonely Bowser here. I think it's hard to discern what this is here. It's hard to discern what that is there. This is so delightful. I just enjoy these scenes. Oh, is that a paratroopa just there? I really enjoy the large tacks that are in the backs of the frames. This is such an interesting scene, the way that they've composed this. Really, really lovely. I like this composition. They're using a bit of color balance here. So to take a look at our tonal distribution in the scene here, we have the lightest part of the scene here at the archway of the door, the light streaming in as if it feels like it's ready to burst open. To balance that out, we have some of that lightness here in the corners, and I think I'll have to adjust my my screen here just a bit. There we go, pull that in. Now on the edges of the screen, we actually have some of that lighter color as well to balance out that tonal distribution, and we also have that dynamic here as well. So it brings that scene, even if your eyes wander towards the outside, it pulls you in towards the middle of the scene, and then the shape of this arch, it sort of brings your focus out and together here. And in art, in photography, in painting, any kind of scene composition, your job is to guide the viewer through the scene, to guide their focus. This is something that does that quite well, and I was not expecting that from this movie at all. So I'm really glad to see that kind of artistic comprehension. Really fantastic. Slicking his hair back as if he's trying to impress them. I like that Bowser seems kind of chummy with Luigi. He's got the tacks on the edges there, but on the other one he had the tacks on the back. He's got little and his painting, I like this scene. I like this very much. This is like a Fit Boo situation, you know, where if Majin Buu trains for one day, he becomes fit. This is actually a really good painting. You know, we're in the context of the story, Bowser created that painting. I think he did a great job. I think he's actually a very good painter. I like that Luigi compliments him, and I don't like that Mario was a real a-hole to Bowser. Look, if I can pick Bowser in a golfing, in a karting situation, I like that Bowser is genuinely hurt by Mario's comment. Here's Mario being a generic internet commenter, just saying something mean. You see his lip quiver a little bit here. Oh, I feel so bad for Bowser. I'm on Team Bowser right now, honestly. There was no need for Mario to be an a-hole just then. But Bowser does need to work on those anger issues. Did anyone ever have the Bowser amiibo? That was crazy. You can spin the base, you twist the base of the Bowser Skylander, and you can switch between being a Skylander and an amiibo in terms of functionality. Really fantastic. These are not real plants, right? We know these are plastic, they're conveyed as plastic, but he's got a watering can here that is so delightful. Little terracotta pots. What is this, like a pina colada? What a delight. Just the whimsy and the fun in these scenes. This is interesting because Mario's overalls, coveralls, whatever you like, overalls, coveralls are darker here. Luigi's are a bit more desaturated, but I believe in the games, I'll have to double check this, but I believe Luigi is, over the past few years, Luigi has been depicted with darker overalls. So I would double check that. That just seems interesting to me. I'll just go back and check that. Let's see if it's just the lighting. No, it is. Yeah, they do seem to be a little bit more desaturated than Mario's. I'm not sure if it's just the lighting, but that's interesting. Okay. The whole Bowser's Castle section is so delightful. So this is a shooting star. I've always been a big Peach fan ever since Super Mario Bros. 2. She can float, and when you're a kid, you struggle with reflexes and timing. And so I'd fallen down platforms, felt like the worst thing in the world. So being able to float over waterfalls as Peach in Super Bros. 2, a very, very welcome gameplay mechanic. And in Smash Melee, once a Peach was added to Smash, Peach was my main. Bowser Jr. looks fantastic. I'm a big Bowser Jr. player in Smash Ultimate. His moveset in Smash Ultimate, absolutely fantastic. Sometimes I stop playing him if I'm playing with friends. I tend to be really trashy, if I can say that. I'll just throw out projectiles. And that is... And look, you can tell when you're irritating your friends. So I'll play Bowser Jr. like once. I do... Oh, this is a cool detail here. You can see the paint on his mask is animating for his mouth. That is neat. This is a very sinister looking Bowser Jr. His colors don't seem quite right. So I'm not sure if the paint, there seems to be a theme of paint here. Bowser is painting and now Bowser Jr., you know, he looks like he becomes taken over by the paint, or he's manifesting it. It's like, oh, this is a Venom. I'm calling it now. Bowser Jr. is experiencing a Venom situation. We are Bowser Jr. Yeah, I think he's gonna be... Bring us Spider-Man. Okay, yeah. They're gonna have to free him from the... That's a cool weapon. I do like that. He's got a extending spiked flail. Well, Mario had a really good dodge just then. The chair... that chair or table? It's hard to tell. That gets knocked. It's great to see just small collateral damage like that. Things like that are such small details. Yeah, the table gets destroyed. So you see, you know what? He was going to miss Mario anyway. Mario did not dodge that. It's great to see details of collateral damage as that travels through the scene. That is a chair there. Yes, chair confirmed. Really fantastic. This is so delightful. I'm really enjoying seeing... You would say, oh, it's the attention to detail. It's not just the attention to detail. It's what they are expressing creatively. It's how they are expressing that. This thing's terrifying, right? I have a hard time with Rosalina in Smash Ultimate because keeping track of the Luma, I have to like look in two different directions at the same time. You got the Luma that's on one side of the stage. You're trying to smash so that you can gimp someone when they're trying to get to the ledge. Anyway, this has been so delightful. I've really enjoyed taking a look at this. If there are any other trailers that you would like me to take a look at, please let me know. This has been so delightful. I've really enjoyed this, and I'll share a little bit of the project that I'm working on right now. This is Goo Buddies. It is a monster raising game. All right, this is the development workspace for my upcoming monster raising game, Goo Buddies. Please pardon the messiness here. I'm working on formatting some graphics. Here we'll take a look at the Blessed Mask. Sometimes your Goo Buddies can be born with either a Cursed Mask or a Blessed Mask, and this is a power-up transform state that activates when their health gets low during battle. The Blessed Mask boosts their defensive capabilities, while the Cursed Mask that you see over here increases offensive capabilities. You can see the pigmentation of the Goo Buddies also change whether or not they have a blessed or cursed mask. All the Goo Buddies wear their masks a slightly different way, and I have to create some different versions. For example, this guy, I need to create a specialized version for him because his eyes are in a different part of his head. See, like this. It's been a delight creating so many different varied Goo Buddies. Some of them are just wild and outlandish and fun, like the double egg species here. This one will be a challenge to format the masks to fit onto those Goo Buddies, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Let's go ahead and run the game and we'll take a look at some of the features here. There's a lot going on in terms of the mechanical functionality. This is basically my dream game that I'm creating. You can see that there are different shapes of eggs. To get Goo Buddies, you don't catch them or take them from the wild. You have to grow them from eggs. And you can see that the eggs have different shapes. Now, Goo Buddy eggs don't have any of their own genetic data. They're blank. And they gain genetic data by you exposing the egg to different environments and different things. You can expose the eggs to attacks during battle. It affects their elements, their mutations, their abilities. So the Goo Buddies that hatch are unique to you, and they are born entirely because you've taken this egg on an adventure. Let's go ahead and interact with this one. I have some debugging logic here that will allow me to make them evolve quickly, but in the game you'll be able to use the shake interaction. It kind of lowers your friendship with them, but it does make them evolve pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and give this guy a little pizza here. There you go, buddy. This is the Phantom element. Goo Buddies are not restricted to any one element. A Goo Buddy species can be one of 16 or 15 different elements. This one has a unique mutation called the Polnareff. If we have a look at his stats menu, you can see that he has a fun little hairstyle. As he progresses through his evolutionary stages, he will maintain his mutation. You can see he is the fire element, and he also has little whiskers. So the element of the Goo Buddies changes more than just the color. There are unique physical aspects to the elements as well. So there's a lot of work that goes into creating these Goo Buddies. You can see he's evolved into the next form here, and he maintained his Polnareff mutation. There's a lot of placeholder graphics here as well. Let's just go ahead and open up one of these bounties and see what battles look like very quickly. Okay, you can see I have my team on the left and the enemies of Goo Baddies on the right. Their eyes are cute and adorable for yours, but the Goo Baddies are kind of haunting. You know, I've created a different set of eye mutations for the Goo Baddies just to make it clear that they are not your friends. I have a placeholder special effect here, so right now all of the battle actions use the same slime spray animation, as it will take some time for me to create all of the special effects, the visual effects for those. I have debugging logic here, so all of the attacks will just, all of the combat actions currently will just reduce an enemy's health, just as I work on programming the logic here. So, okay, that's all I have to share today. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at Goo Buddies. Thanks for listening to my trailer analysis. If you'd like to see any other of the shows that I've put on this channel, I'll put them on screen. Maybe there'll be something funny, or something educational. Take care of yourselves. Be well.